let's talk about the practice squad, because I know that's what everybody
Practice.
wants to talk about. We're talking about practice here. We're talking about practice. And a lot of good moves on this side here. A lot of guys that, to be honest, I did not think would make it to our practice squad. But yet, here they are. So I'm going to just run down the list for you guys. We'll talk about it one by one here. Elijah Chapman, first off. That's the guy we got to get right off the top there. Elijah Chapman, who, quite frankly, was a shocker to most people he got cut. But he's going to make it to the practice squad. They're listing him specifically as a defensive lineman. That's right off the Giants.com. To keep in mind, defensive line / fullback. We don't know. We saw him do it in preseason. Edge, Trace Ford. I'm so glad we got this kid on the practice squad. I really am. And I'm hoping they figure out some way to give him a shot actually to get on the field at some point this year. Like I said, he showed a little something, I thought, this preseason.
Yeah. Definitely better for the future.
Another edge. Tomon Fox. He made it. My alter ego.
What does the fox say?
Practice, practice, practice squad. Practice, practice, practice squad. But yep, there he is. Defensive lineman Elijah Garcia. So we got both Elijahs back. So we're fully stocked
Elijah
in defensive lineman named Elijah. So Bryan Hudson back. They listed him specifically as a center in this case here. I told you guys, don't sleep on the center position being a position they make moves on later on, because I still they're going to have a very short leash, I think, with JMS. If JMS looks bad, they're not going to let JMS screw up the offense. Like,
yeah,
they know how important this season is to show growth as a team. Lil'Jordan Humphrey, there he is back again, and again, I like him on the mix because he's a taller, bigger receiver. We don't have a lot of that. I don't have high hopes for him personally, and I wish he'd change his name to an actual name, not Lil'Jordan. It's just, it's just a little crazy.
just go with Jordan.
Jay says JMS is not going anywhere, dude. I'm not saying he's going somewhere. What I'm saying is he's going to the bench potentially if he sucks. They're not going to cut him, but they're going to want to have center options. As Anthony says, JMS is a bum. I'm sure he has a home. So let's see. Guard Jake Kubas. Jake Kubas, the guy that the Giants seem to be determined to build into something, even though, he's not good. He's not good. Who thinks he's good? Like, I don't understand this, but there they are. Safety Raheem Layne. So we do have a fifth safety option now, I guess. Kicker Jude McAtamney. So he is, keep in mind, the international exception. So we already said he'd be back like that role. So that allows the Giants to have 17 players on the practice squad, not the usual 16, because he doesn't count towards the 16, as the NFL is determined to spread joy across the world of football by having people from other countries play here.
Joy to the world, bring us the chief players from around the world.
Exactly. Our favorite. Here he is. Dante Turbo Miller, running back. And I can't believe no one picked this kid up, considering what he did in the preseason. And again, I know it's preseason. I know he did mostly against backups. I cannot believe there wasn't a team that's like, you know what? We need an offensive weapon. Let's see what this kid can do.
As ecstatic as I am that we got him back, I'm also a little bit perturbed that no one thought to go out there and get him. But at the same time, I'm like, oh, like, yeah, I'm like, like, no one see what this guy did? Like,
yeah. Well, again, we talked about it yesterday. He's a running back who can't run.
Yeah, but we also talked about, like, Alvin Kamara's out there who, like, made a career about catching out of the backfield.
I know.
Like, people do that. Like,
I know. It's okay. We got him back. Listen, we got back the Temu version of Darren Sproles.
Pretty much.
That's what he is. And like I said, I think
sometimes you get really nice things off of Temu.
That's a guy you might see later on. Just saying. It's a guy you might see later on. Defensive lineman, Jordan Riley, who I guess makes some sense. The Giants had him the last couple of years. He knows the defense. You can plug and play him if you need to at that point. I guess that's really what it's all about.
And wasn't he 7th round like 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Yeah, he was. He was. A couple of years ago, he was. I want to say he was a 6th or 7th rounder. Now you're gonna make me look it up here. Another one of the great draft picks that was made at that point. Let's see. Yep. Pick 243. Yeah, 7th rounder. One of the great draft picks by Joe Shane before somehow he realized how to draft the last couple of years. Yeah. As Jay says, Jordan Riley isn't at the new with the RAS score of a sea lion. No, it was a walrus. He also says, like vacuum salesman who can't sell vacuums. Anthony says, not the vacuums.
That's cool, man.
Colts. He's a top-selling vacuum salesman. Wide receiver, Amir Smith-Marsette. So, yeah, there we go. We got that. And the nice thing about that is having Amir Smith-Marsette means if for some reason we aren't going to be able to keep, Generoshevsky and get him back on, we have the option now of having Amir Smith-Marsette now. So, like I said, that's a good one. That's a good move at that point there. And then quarterback D. Williams, who of course was the guy that basically was the first guy in the field every single practice there. So definitely, I think a good move overall. A lot of the stuff we got here. We got 4 spots still available, guys, too. So there's going to be more coming. That's going to be more coming, that's for sure. So
thanks for watching. Like the show? Of course you do, or you would have turned it off by now and not be hearing me. There are plenty of ways to support the show. YouTube is the best place to join us, and we offer memberships there with fun benefits like custom emojis and early access to video clips. Of course, there you can also send super chats and stickers to send one-time support payments. The best way to support the show is to buy these drunk idiots beers at buymeacoffee.com/2giantgoofballs. Along with one-time support payments, there are also monthly plans, so you can continue to help kill their livers each month. You can also show people that you are a goofball by visiting our store at 2giantgoofballs-shop.fourthwall.com. We got everything from shirts, hats, phone cases, funny candles, buttons, stickers, and even a 2 Giant Goofballs towel to dry off your goofballs. Of course, you can always support the show for free by simply hitting the like, subscribe, and share button wherever you are watching or listening to this. Hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. It helps the show tremendously, and quite frankly, the goofballs suck at marketing and need your help to get the word out. Thank you for being part of the Goofball Army and for taking the time out to support the show.
If you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.